In the darkest, most forgotten corner of a crumbling, abandoned garden shed lived a tiny field mouse named Pip. While the world outside was vast, wild, and unpredictable, Pip had found what he believed to be the ultimate sanctuary: an old, chipped porcelain teapot. To Pip, it was perfect. The spout served as a tiny window. The heavy lid was firmly stuck in place, and inside, it was entirely beautifully dry. Day by day, Pip ventured out just far enough to gather soft moss, dandelion fluff, and dried grass, weaving them into the coziest, softest bed imaginable. "Here, I'm safe," Pip would whisper to himself, curling up into a tight, warm ball. "Nothing can ever reach me here. This is my forever home." He grew complacent. He stopped exploring. He ignored the golden sunlight filtering through the cracks in the walls, preferring the dull, predictable safety of his dark corner. He thought he had life completely figured out. But the universe has a funny way of shaking us awake when we fall too deeply asleep in our comfort zones. One evening, the sky turned a bruised, angry purple. The wind began to howl, not as a gentle breeze, but as a roaring, merciless tempest. The old shed, weak and rotting, was no match for it. Crack! A massive branch from the oak tree snapped, crashing straight through the shed's roof. The impact sent a violent tremor through the floorboards. The teapot, Pip's perfect, invincible fortress, wobbled, rolled off its shelf, and smashed into a dozen jagged porcelain pieces on the hard ground. Pip was thrown out into the freezing rain, shivering and utterly terrified. His beautiful nest of moss and fluff was instantly soaked and blown away by the howling wind. Everything he had worked for, everything he loved, was gone in an instant. He ran blindly into the storm, dodging falling debris and puddles that felt like deep, black oceans. "Why?" his little heart cried out as he scurried through the mud. "I did everything right. I built a safe home. Why? Why did life have to take it away?" For 2 agonizing days, Pip wandered. He was cold, hungry, exhausted. He slept under damp, rotting leaves, constantly trembling, constantly hiding. He was on the very edge of giving up, convinced that his best days had shattered along with his teapot. But a quiet instinct inside his chest whispered, "Keep moving. Just one more step." On the morning of the 3rd day, the heavy clouds finally parted. Pip dragged his tired little body over a grassy hill, and suddenly he stopped. His nose twitched. The air here smelled entirely different, sweet, rich, and bursting with life. He pushed his way through a thick cluster of ferns and gasped. Standing before him was a magnificent, glass-walled greenhouse. The door was slightly ajar. Timidly, Pip crept inside, and what he saw took his breath away. It was a vibrant jungle of greenery, bursting with ripe cherry tomatoes, fallen seeds, and sprawling vines. The soil was warm, soft. There were no harsh winds here, no freezing rains, just the gentle, golden warmth of the sun trapped behind the glass. It was paradise. With renewed energy, Pip found a perfect hollow beneath the roots of a giant fern. He didn't even have to scrounge for dry moss. The greenhouse was overflowing with it. As he built his new, far more beautiful nest, he paused, looking out at the endless bounty around him. And then, a profound realization washed over him. If the storm had never come, if that branch had never fallen, if his precious teapot hadn't shattered into a dozen pieces, he would have spent his entire life in the dusty, dark corner of a rotting shed. He would have never known the warmth of the sun. He would have never tasted fresh seeds. The storm hadn't come to destroy him. It had come to set him free. We are all like Pip sometimes. We find a job, a routine, or a relationship that feels safe enough. And we build our little nests. We curl up in our comfort zones, and we decide we never want anything to change. But sometimes, life sends a storm. A door violently closes, an opportunity falls apart, or something we deeply care about breaks. In those moments of devastation, it is so easy to feel victimized, to look up at the sky and ask, why me? Why did I lose what I loved? But remember this, what often feels like a tragic ending is actually life's way of forcing you out of a space you have outgrown. The destruction of your safe place might be the exact push you need to discover a greenhouse of opportunities you never even knew existed. So, when your world shakes, do not let fear paralyze you. Keep moving forward, keep building, and trust that your greatest chapter is still ahead of you.